Hey everyone! Today we're talking about something pretty wild from the golden era of late-night television. If you've ever watched The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, you know it was legendary. Johnny Carson was the host, and his show was one of the most iconic in TV history. He interviewed hundreds of celebrities, but not all of them were exactly his favorites. In fact, there was one guest Johnny Carson absolutely couldn't stand, and today we're going to tell you who it was and why their appearance on the show was so unforgettable. The guest in question, none other than Joan Rivers. Now, you may be surprised to hear that Johnny Carson and Joan Rivers, who were once close friends, ended up having a huge falling out. At one point, Joan was even one of Johnny's favorite guests. She was sharp, witty, and had a unique way of connecting with the audience. But things took a turn that no one saw coming. Joan Rivers had a long-running gig as a guest host on The Tonight Show when Johnny was away, and she did a great job, really proving she had the chops to host a show of her own. However, this is where things got complicated. After Joan Rivers was offered her own late-night show on the Fox network, Johnny Carson felt completely betrayed. The reason? Joan had accepted the offer without consulting him first, despite their close working relationship. Johnny felt that Joan had crossed a line by leaving The Tonight Show for another network, and that was the start of their dramatic falling out. But things didn't stop there. When Joan appeared on Johnny's show after her new show failed, the tension between them was palpable. Johnny, who was known for his quick wit and charm, was icy toward Joan. You could almost feel the awkwardness in the air, and the audience picked up on it too. It was clear that their once friendly relationship had been shattered, and Johnny just couldn't hide his feelings anymore. It wasn't just about Joan's career move that upset Johnny. Over the years, Joan had made some public comments about her strained relationship with Carson, which only made things worse. Johnny, who wasn't the type to openly discuss personal matters, kept his feelings about Joan's betrayal mostly private, but it was well known that their friendship was never the same again. Joan, however, never backed down. She was unapologetically herself and didn't shy away from speaking her truth. Even after the falling out, Joan continued to talk about Johnny, publicly, even on other talk shows, adding more fuel to the fire. And while Joan continued to have a successful career, The Tonight Show was always Johnny's domain, and she was never able to truly reclaim her place there. Now, years later, it's clear that Joan and Johnny's relationship was complex. They had a long history together, but their falling out was a reminder of just how quickly things can go wrong in Hollywood. It's also a testament to Johnny Carson's larger-than-life persona. He wasn't afraid to show his displeasure when someone betrayed him. So what do you think about the feud between Johnny Carson and Joan Rivers? Do you think Johnny was justified in his feelings, or was it just a case of hurt egos? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more behind-the-scenes stories from the world of entertainment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.